Hello student, at last lecture we have seen some nucleophilic substitution reaction. Today we are going to study reaction mechanism of this nucleophilic substitution reaction. That means in nucleophilic substitution there are two types of mechanism. First one SN2 reaction mechanism and second one SN1 reaction mechanism. Then what is the SN1 reaction mechanism? SN1, that means it is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. 2 for here bimolecular, N for nucleophile and S for substitution reaction. That means it is a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction in which rate of reaction depends upon substrate as well as nucleophile, hence it is called as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. For example, suppose methyl bromide, if react with potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, then this nucleophile get substituted in place of bromine and it gives which product? Methyl alcohol, that is CH3OH. This is the example of this SN2 reaction mechanism. Then next, what's about rate of reaction? It is bimolecular reaction, hence the rate of reaction is depends upon substrate, that means CH3OH as well as nucleophile, hence it is also called as second order reaction. This reaction is also called as second order reaction because this rate of reaction is depends upon substrate as well as nucleophile. Then what is mechanism of this reaction? The mechanism of this reaction, it is a single step mechanism. This is a single step mechanism. This is also called as slow step. It is a slow step, or it is also called as rate determination step. This step is also called as rate determination step. In this there is reactant, that is methyl bromide. Name of this compound is methyl bromide. If this react with potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, then this nucleophile, it gives nucleophile, that means OH minus ion. Then in first step, that is this OH minus ion, this attack on this carbon atom from the opposite side of this another nucleophile, first nucleophile. Here first nucleophile is bromine. Then this OH minus ion, it get attack from the opposite side or back side from this methyl bromide on this carbon atom. Then it forms a intermediate product, intermediate compound, that is, this is called as transition state. This intermediate is called as a transition state. In this transition state, this bromine and hydroxy group and bromine, these are partially bonded on this carbon atom by partial negative charge. These are partially bonded on this carbon atom by partial negative charge, and this OH minus and this Br minus are on in the straight line, and these three groups, three hydrogen atoms are in a single plane. These three hydrogen atoms are in a single plane having bond angle 120 degree. Having bond angle 120 degree. This stage is called as transition state. Then next, formation of product. Then in formation of product, this Br minus leaves this carbon atom with their electron, and this OH minus get attacked from this back side. This is the mechanism. Then salient features of this mechanism. First one, that is, it is a single step mechanism. Single step mechanism, it is also called as slow step mechanism. Then second one, that is attack of nucleophile. Attack of nucleophile takes place from the opposite side or back side to this carbon atom. Due to this electrostatic repulsion between this bromine ion and OH minus ion, or electrostatic repulsion between two nucleophiles. There are two nucleophiles and there is electrostatic repulsion between these two nucleophiles, hence it is called attack takes place from back side. Then third one, that is transition state. That means nucleophile and leaving group bonded partially to carbon atom. This is transition state. This is called as penta-coordinate bond. This coordinated with 5 bonds, this carbon atom, hence it is called as penta-coordinate bond, having 3 6 bonds on the sigma bond on the planar, making 120 degree, and 2 partial bond along with line perpendicular to this plane. Then fourth point, that is formation of product. Then in formation of product, that is, it forms inversion of configuration. It forms inversion of configuration. That means that is like flipping up umbrella. That is, it is called as inversion of configuration, or it is also called as Walden inversion. This is in configuration is called as inversion of configuration. That means just like flipping up umbrella, hence it is called as Walden inversion. Hence this is about the SN2 reaction mechanism. Then second one, that is SN2 reaction mechanism. Second one, SN2 reaction mechanism. Then what is definition of this SN2 reaction mechanism? Here SN1 reaction mechanism. Here this unimolecular for this one nucleophile, that is for N, and substitution for S. Hence definition of this reaction is unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, in which rate of reaction is depends upon only substrate, hence it is called as SN1 reaction mechanism. In this reaction, rate of reaction is depends upon only substrate, that is only one molecule, hence it is called as SN1 reaction. Then example of this SN1 reaction, that means tertiary butyl bromide. If this tertiary butyl bromide is react with nucleophile, again if react with sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, it react with nucleophile and it gives product, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. Name of this product is, that is tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl bromide gives tertiary butyl alcohol. Then what's about rate of reaction? That means rate of reaction is depends upon only substrate. In which is substrate in this reaction? That means tertiary butyl bromide. It is a substrate. That means this rate of reaction rate is directly proportional to substrate, that is tertiary butyl bromide. Hence R is equal to K, that means proportionality constant, is, that is concentration of this substrate, that is tertiary butyl bromide. Then mechanism of this reaction, it is in 2 step, or it is a 2-step mechanism. Then first step, that is this step, it is known as, step first is known as formation of carbocation. In first step, it forms planar carbocation. Hence name of this step is formation of carbocation. In first step, that means this tertiary butyl bromide. Tertiary butyl bromide, it forms, that is carbocation, here tertiary butyl carbocation plus Br minus ion. In this reaction again this Br leaves this carbon atom and it forms which nucleophile here? Br minus ion. And in first step it gives planar carbocation. Planar carbocation means, that means positive charge on this carbon atom, it is called as carbocation, and all these three CH3 group in a single plane, hence it is called as planar carbocation plus Br minus ion. It is a slow step. In first step, it is a slow step. Then second step. In second step, attack of nucleophile takes place on this planar carbocation on every side of this carbocation, or from front side or from back side. This OH minus ion is attacked either at front side or either at back side. That means it gives inversion in configuration as well as retention in configuration, and it gives a product that is CH3 thrice COH, that means tertiary butyl alcohol. In second step, it forms a product tertiary butyl alcohol. In this reaction, in this mechanism, there are two transition stages. First transition state, that means formation of carbocation, and second transition state, that is attack of nucleophile from back side or from front side. If attack of nucleophile attack from front side, then product form is called as retention in configuration. Product gives by retention of configuration, and if OH minus attack from this side or from back side, then product gives, that is inversion in configuration. That means it gives a racemic mixture, or racemization is formed in this SN1 mechanism. It forms racemization in SN1 reaction, and in SN2 reaction it gives only inversion in configuration, it gives only one product, and in SN1 reaction it gives two products, that means it gives racemization. In this way there are two reaction mechanism. First one SN1 reaction, SN2 reaction mechanism, and second one SN1 reaction mechanism. Then what is difference between these two reactions? This SN2 reaction, it is called as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, and SN1 reaction, it is called as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Then rate of reaction. In SN2 reaction, rate of reaction depends upon two molecules, that means substrate as well as nucleophile. Rate of reaction is directly proportional to concentration of substrate as well as nucleophile, hence it is called as bimolecular reaction. And in SN1 reaction, that means rate of reaction is depends upon only substrate, that means tertiary butyl bromide, hence it is called as SN1 reaction. The next, that is in mechanism. This SN2 reaction, it is a single step reaction. SN2 reaction is a single step reaction, and SN1 reaction mechanism, it is a two-step reaction. SN2 is single step and SN1 is two-step reaction. That means in single step reaction, it is a slow step reaction, and in SN2 reaction, in two step, first is slow step reaction and second, this reaction is a fast. In this way, in mechanism there are this difference, that is it is a single step reaction and it is a two-step reaction. Then attack of nucleophile. In SN2 reaction, attack of nucleophile takes place from opposite side or from back side, and SN1 reaction, attack of nucleophile takes place from any side, that is from front side or from back side. Then product formation, formation of product. In SN2 reaction, it shows inversion in configuration, that means like flipping up umbrella, it is called as Walden inversion. And in SN1 reaction, it forms retention in configuration as well as Inversion in configuration, that means it forms racemization of this reaction. In this way, there are two reaction mechanism, SN1 reaction and SN2 reaction mechanism. Now we will stop here. Thank you.